safe spot, I'll give you guys a quick demonstration of what it's like not to have ABS. If you've driven a car that was made within the past 20 years, most likely you've got ABS. And it's very easy to get used to ABS to help you stop, and it does a exemplary job of doing just that. But if you don't have ABS and you're used to having it and you go to stop, you'll quickly find out that your car does not like to stay in a straight line. Now I can sort of demonstrate it right here. So you can see right there, you saw how the ass end of the car actually started to fishtail out. The reason is because the rear wheel's locked up, completely locked up. And that is because there's almost no weight on the rear wheels at all. So they're the first ones to lock up. It's the same with a rear-wheel drive car. It doesn't matter what it is. Because there's less weight on the rear wheels, there's not as much basically for the brakes to have to overcome, so they're the first ones to lock up. And that's why the ass end comes out, because the front wheels are still rotating, and as soon as the rears lock up, then they don't follow the same track. They're not rolling, and that's what ABS does, is it keeps your wheels rolling while slowing you down, so your wheels don't lock up. And it can actually get quite hairy, because if you don't have stability control, see, in that case, if my ABS was off and I still had stability control, then it would, lower the engine power and attempt to brake certain wheels. Unfortunately, because the ABS is off, none of that stuff is working. Traction control isn't working, nothing is working. So stepping on the brakes is actually kind of dangerous, because if you're going too fast and you lock up the rear wheels, well, you're kind of going everywhere. Like for instance right here, I gotta be real careful coming around this bend, because if the rear wheels lock up, then I'm just gonna do a slide. Kind of show you guys again, there's no mailboxes. Well, it didn't do it that time. More traction, obviously. It's kind of interesting, the traction control is off, and yet it's still limits the power a little bit. And it's funny because you can see on the dash, the speedometer, where I'm actually stepping on the brakes, because the wheels are locking up, it automatically drops the speedometer. I'm not going to do it when there's cars coming. I mean, it figures, I'm trying to do a demonstration here, and on Saturdays there's never any cars, but now there's going to be. Alright, I'll give it some gas. You can see the speedometer. Now I'm going to put on the brakes. You can see it went all the way down to 0 there for a second, even though I was still going. It's because the front wheel is actually locked up. And I was going fast enough where it made it look like it was stalled. It's actually kind of a little fun sometimes, but definitely a little bit more on the dangerous side, that's for sure.